He's watching the boards, the bags in the air. Quarter pocket dreams, he's got that stare. Stats and rankings, his name's on the rise. Cornhole legend, see the fire in his eyes. He's the cobbler, the cornhole king. Flick of the wrist makes the whole crowd sing. Steady precision, no room for flair. The bags hit home while the haters just glare. Grip on the sack like a surgeon's hand. If you step into him, better change your plan. He knows your stats like the back of his palm. Before you even throw, he's already calm. He's the cobbler, the cornhole king. Flick of the wrist makes the whole crowd sing. Steady precision, no room for flair. The bags hit home while the haters just glare.
And welcome back to another episode with the Cobbler. This is Cobbler's Corner. I am AJ DeSantis. I have something special. We were supposed to have Devin Harbaugh on, however, something came up and we'll be rescheduling that one. However, I did do a teaser about Paradise with Delaware Cornhole's owner, Mike Napier. So, before we get into that, though, instead of shouting out a sponsor, I want to put out there that I am looking for a new premier sponsor. So if you would like me to shout you out in this spot and also be featured at the top of my top 10 article each week, hit me up. We'll talk about it and let's go on from there. All right. I hope you enjoy this interview with Mike. It's filled with a whole bunch of Paradise history.
We just don't have the space.
Yeah. Well, I remember having this talk.
I mean, if I could put 30 sets of boards, what's that?
We talked about this last year as well, because you had even considered the parking lot on the other side.
Yeah, but then, here's how I look at it, and I get suggestions from some insider cornhole people all the time, right? But here's how I look at it, and it's going to be a rough Saturday. I mean, 200 teams on 16 sets of boards is rough. You probably have picked up on the fact that I'm promoting it as it's always been promoted. Cornhole party first, cornhole tournament second. But think about if you're one of those teams that your two games are played out in a parking lot remotely. You might hear the DJ, right, from a distance while you're playing, but your two games are out in this remote parking lot and you go 0-2. Is your experience going to be as good as when the DJ's blaring and someone watches you hit an awesome airmail and people are cheering for you and whatever else? And that's how I look at it. I'll sacrifice, whatever you want to call it. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, and this is a reality, and it's okay by me. Now, Trey Birchfield's and a lot of those Ohio guys are going to a wedding for Adam Hissner's son, I believe. But our pro list is pretty short this year. I shouldn't say short. I mean, we have some good pros coming. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we got one of the best teams in the world in Logan and Gavin coming. But
I mean, Tony and Trzynski are pretty.
Well, that's a pretty good team.
Badass team too.
That's a pretty good team. I mean, Ryan Smith and Dupler will be entertaining.
Harbaugh and
Harbaugh and Windsor, of course. I mean, they're the defending champs. You have Gage and Alex Rawls. I mean, that's a legit team.
Yep.
Gage Landis.
Hodette is with Austin Kittle.
Oh, yes. So you got them. So I mean, it's not like we're lacking.
Clausen and Eastridge.
Oh, I didn't even see them.
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Yep. See, you got to remember when I scroll the list, some of these people have these weird ass names. I don't even know who they are. But
see, I scroll it on the computer and it pulls up their names or emails. I think there's only one person I don't know who it is, and it's loading. I think that is the only person that I can't figure out who it is.
But I guess my point on that is, if I'm one of these kids and I'm going to call them kids because that's what they are.
Mhm.
But if you're one of these kids that are there to play cornhole, you don't drink, you don't want to be bothered by me or you. I mean, I'm not going to bother anybody. You probably will. But if you don't want to be bothered by, some random cornhole player because you can't get away from them because really, where the hell are you going to go?
Yeah.
It may not be the most fun day for you. I mean, now if we hand you $15,000 at the end of the day, I don't care what the situation is. It's probably going to be fun for you. But I could see, if you go 0-2, which a few pro teams have done in the past, you go 0-2, you probably walk away thinking, what kind of shitty ass tournament is this? And hey, that's fine. But I don't pretend to say, if I wanted it to be a perfectly run Mike tournament, then I'd have 64 teams and
Yeah.
that would be the end of it. But that's not what we're trying to do.
So
So yeah.
the
So anyway.
pros have complained in the past because there's sometimes has been a pro loaded bracket. Going
Yeah.
to two brackets should almost solve that problem.
Oh, I'm praying for two brackets, buddy. I am praying for two brackets. I don't know if it's going to happen. It's not in my control, of course, but
Because it's all random. Yeah, I imagine there are going to be pro stacked brackets, but
Well, I've had years where, I mean, let's be honest. What do I give a shit who's in what bracket? Right? I mean, I can put every pro in the opposite bracket of me. I mean, first of all, the way I've been throwing, I'm not beating anybody anyway. But what are you doing? I got fan club here, little one. But I mean, what do I care who's in what bracket? But yes, I have gotten that complaint before where they literally walk up to the stage and start yelling at me like, who made this bracket? I'm like, Scorholio. I mean, what do you mean? What do I give a shit? Could you imagine how long it would take me to go through 200 teams to find out, because we will start at 11 o'clock. I mean, we're going to start right on time. Now, it depends if Al gets there on time or not, because I do have to wait for Al. But could you imagine me sorting through a list of whatever? Because what happens is, just for those that are curious, all the teams are in the queue. When I hit start tournament, it's going to ask me if I'm going to split the brackets. Of course, I have to because there's, 4 different brackets. And it randomizes team 1 through 200, and then it snakes it. So think about that for a second. I'd have to go and look at every single 4th team to know where anybody's going to be. So,
and it's not even known. Like it's even more difficult because you have so many more pros now as well.
Well, first of all, I don't even know half the team names because of the stupid ass names they have. Right. So, you got, I throw like God.com as their name. Right. So who the hell is that? Right. But I forget what year it was. It might have been the year Noah. Didn't Noah and who the hell won? It was my roughest year, 2022, when Drew was actually there.
I was blacked out. I was there.
But I was blacked out too. Was it Noah Wooten and Hunter Thorne?
That sounds right.
It's the only think of who won. It had to be them, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Right, because Devin didn't win that year.
No, I think Devin's podiumed almost every year.
Yeah, I can't tell you who got second or third. I mean, I know Noah Almanza, I feel like, got second maybe that year. So in 19, the inaugural, which just showed up in my memories the other day, for the first year, you'll enjoy this probably. Oh, there we go. I lost you for a minute.
Yep.
You back? All right,
Yep.
You're back. The first year just showed up. The first year just showed up in my memories. It was $6,000 guaranteed total.
How many
I
teams?
think Paradise paid out 89 teams. And I believe Paradise ended up paying out 20,000 that day, which was crazy because it went from 6,000. It went from 6,000 to 20,000. So that was 19, and that was Ryan and Devin. I can't tell you who got second. I'd have to go back and Brackalope to find that.
Brackalope. I don't know what Brackalope.
You want? Yeah, you shouldn't. You want to talk about fun? So that was literally me calling every single game, and them coming up and reporting the results of every single game. Now, the only positive to that is Brackalope can have 256 players in a bracket, or 256 teams in a bracket. So if I decided to pull out the old school Brackalope, which would be a nightmare nowadays, and call every single game on 16 sets of boards over and over again, we could essentially have one bracket.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. We'd have no tablets. We'd have clothespin score towers. But anyway,
I would love to see an old school tournament. Fucking all slides on all the boards. Go back to and I don't want it all the time. I want it as a specialty tournament.
So funny story. When I showed up to Paradise the first time in 2019, when we talked about doing this, the purpose of this tournament was Paradise was not open year round at the time. They were not new because they've been around. I've been going to Paradise since 2014, 2015, 2013. So, I mean, they've been around since 2012, 2013.
Okay.
When they wanted to have this tournament, there was a fella there. He was from Secrets in Ocean City, and he wanted me to have a fresh new set of bags at each board, and everyone used the same exact bags. And I said, yeah, if you want people to fly in from all over the country and make this what we envision it to be, that's not going to fly, because the purpose of this tournament when we first started it was they were done at basically pretty much at Labor Day. They were closed for the year.
Right.
So they had a shitload of beer left over, and they wanted to get rid of this beer, or they had to throw it in the trash. So they're like, let's see what happens, right? We didn't know what was going to happen. I forget what beer sponsor we had, which was the main $6,000 right before all these other sponsors started coming in.
Right.
And I even said, it's October 12th, I think was the date. I'm like, I have no idea what's going to happen. October 12th at the beach, outside, God only knows. So that entire week was forecasted rain. Rain. I stayed in the Siesta, which do not stay in the Siesta on Long Neck. It's the only hotel in Long Neck. You do not want to stay there. I wake up that morning because, again, it wasn't like it is now. Nobody paid for it in advance. There's nothing.
Right.
I wake up at 7 a.m. thinking that it's going to be a washout and I'm just going to drive home. And I look at the forecast and it's cloudy, sun coming out at 9, sunny by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So that's where that first iconic picture of the blue sky in the background is, because it was supposed to rain all day that day and it never did. And then of course we get to 20 and we have COVID, which we'll just completely ignore that. 21. Who the hell won in 21? No.
I mean, if I had to guess, I would guess
it had to be 19. 19 was Devin, and so the original one was Devin and Ryan.
Okay.
So now that I think about it, they beat Pitcher and Leston, if I'm not mistaken.
Birchfield won one.
Okay, so Birchfield won 21 then.
That
Because
might have been my first year then.
Because so if Birchfield won one, then that was 21. 22 was Noah and Hunter Thorne, I believe.
Yep.
23 was at the Firehouse, and that was Devin and Ryan.
Yep.
24 was Devin and Windsor.
Yep.
So Devin has actually won the last 2 years.
Oh yeah, he's been extremely impressive. I mean, he's always been
Now,
a top 10 thrower. His
right.
His problem is something like his nerves on TV.
Yeah, and we won't have TV, even though everybody and anybody has reached out to me for that, just so you know. I'm just not doing it.
Okay.
I'm not turning the music off. I'm not telling people to not get on stage. I'm not telling people not to surround the boards, because I will say this, and people will challenge me maybe on this. There is nowhere in the world, all the tournaments I've watched from, and again, I never compare to Spencer's. I never compare to whatever. You can say whatever on TV. When they get down to those final 2 boards and everyone just knows to grab a chair and surround those 2 boards, you tell me where you've ever seen that anywhere else, because there is nowhere. And I will also tell you that I can't estimate how many spectators there are, because by the time 3 o'clock rolls around, 4 o'clock rolls around, and I'm looking out into the absolute sea of people that are out there.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, Potnet's neighborhoods, where we are, has thousands of residents, and they frequent Paradise Grill all the time. They frequent the area all the time. They have become all knowing of the Cornhole tournament. I mean, I'm there all the time too, of course, which we all know.
Right.
And the people that walk up to me that have never played Cornhole, or at least never played organized Cornhole, that tell me they can't wait for the tournament, they can't wait for this, I've never seen these people in my entire life. I mean, it just happened yesterday, literally yesterday.
I believe it.
They are super excited for the tournament. They may have never even thrown a Cornhole bag in their life, but they will be there. And to see, if we have 400 players, there's got to be 800 years by the end of that tournament. I mean, I don't even know. I can't estimate it. I have no idea. I don't. I mean, I'll talk to Al, because he can probably estimate it, because he knows how many people he gets for the concerts and stuff like that are there. And you figure we're down to 8 teams, 16. Oh, actually, more like the 16 teams, but the 8 teams for sure.
Yep.
When we get down to 2 boards, I mean, the entire thing is covered with people. So, I mean, I don't know, 1,000? I have no idea, but it's a lot.
Well, so we have a few photographers that are coming out for Paradise this year.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. So because they're all Cornhole players themselves, and they all like to shoot, I've all asked them if they can go around and make sure that if they planned on sharing their pictures, if they wouldn't mind getting the pros and the people that are wearing Delaware Cornhole gear.
I lost you on that.
Oh, I'm
sorry. I didn't hear you. No, it's okay.
I told them all to go around and get pros and people that are wearing Delaware Cornhole gear.
Oh, perfect. So I will say, the only person that has actually asked me, and that I know will be there, is Bill Eldrith.
Yes.
Who did a phenomenal job last year.
100%.
I know photography isn't cheap. I know, contrary to people's beliefs, we don't really make a lot of money on Paradise Grill. Paradise Grill is more of a promotional thing for us. We pay all the entry fees, of course, to Paradise. We try to make some money back with sponsorships, but I end up giving away half those boards, so it's whatever. But Bill, I will find ways to compensate for his time, because Bill did a phenomenal job last year. And with that said, if there's others taking pictures, because one person can only be in one place, and we know how crazy Paradise is, I'm happy to hear that others will be taking pictures as well. But I've been approached by production companies that want to do something and this and that, and it's not that I don't want to pay anyone, in the sense that I can't guarantee their access at any given time. So I'm pretty easy to deal with, but I don't want to pay for services that I don't even know if we're capable of doing.
I almost don't even
people wanted to
want
have
shots
us
once
live
it's
stream it
nighttime.
with, where I'm coming from. We can figure things out as we move forward. I mean, we got the best announcer in Cornhole going to be there, right?
The cannon.
But I can't really use him. As much as I'd love to use him, I can't use him, because you would never hear over that music.
No,
I mean, never. I mean, could you imagine sitting there trying to commentate one of those games, and we're ripping shots of Fireball behind you or with you? By 6:00, Al's bringing us trays of random alcoholic drinks that I don't even know what they are. I think last year I ended up with a Red Bull and vodka that I haven't drank since I
that's my
was
favorite
23
drink.
years old. So kept me awake. So I guess that worked. Well, yeah. Well, we had some bad years with Red Bull and vodka, buddy.
Oh yeah.
I already got Paradise bartenders harassing me that they're going to be feeding me Fireball shots. We can't have that. That's I will have. Harsh is going to be there to help me out. I mean, we'll have Luke and Jerry from down south too helping us out. But if you remember last year, Harsh was on some sort of live video he was doing, and I don't know what he was talking about on that. So, but hey, that's what you get with Paradise. But that's what you get with Paradise. If crazy shit happens, I can't help you. I mean, 2022, I'm sorry I missed it. We had all the girls up on the whatever that thing was, shaking their asses while it was going on. I didn't see it because I was already apparently drinking water, and I already knocked down my tray of 21 empty cups of orange crushes. But hey, I'll keep it together till at least 6:00. Dude, once I merge the final 16, I don't give a shit what happens. Just so you know,
it's on auto run at that point.
It's auto run at that point.
Yep.
I don't write the checks.
Who do you think's the favorite to win?
Logan and Gavin. I mean, they have to be the favorite to win. I mean, I'm not going to bet against Devin and Windsor. I mean, because Devin just, I don't know what it is. Paradise. Devin loves Paradise as much as I do. I feel like, except he's better. Money. Except he's better at Cornhole than I am. So, if I was good at Cornhole, I'd probably play. But it is funny. I do play better at Paradise than I play anywhere else. Like even last year, I was playing good. So there must be something about it that just. I mean, it's hard to bet against Devin. That's for sure. But if you look at it strictly from on paper, I mean, it's got to be Logan and Gavin. I mean, I'm curious to see, honestly, Dupler and Ryan Smith. I mean, if Dupler brings his normal Dupler swag and not his woe is me, oh, I had a bad year, when Logan Dupler, I hope you see this, if he doesn't bring that and he brings the swag, the Dupler swag, him and Ryan are going to be tough. But then you got Gage and Alex Rawls. I mean, Gage is throwing as good as, if you actually pay attention. I mean, I don't know all the strange, not strange, but all the new pros that everybody else knows. But Gage Landis throws fire.
So he just teamed up with Colin Hodet for next season. I was really hoping that they were going to preview that.
Who's playing? So Kipple's playing with him though at Paradise, right?
Paradise, right.
So Kipple, so if you get good Kipple with Mr. Rollbag there, what's he, Rollbag King?
Yeah.
They both suck at poker, by the way. But if you get them playing, you get good Kipple. I mean, Mr. Rollbag King can be pretty tough too.
Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like just the
so
way
I don't know.
Throws,
who do you think's the favorite?
I'm going with the defending champs. I do feel that Tony and Trzynski.
I forgot. Yeah.
They're going to be an extremely tough.
They're
team.
going to be top 3 for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about them. I don't know why. Even though I had to add him back, Tony Smith, who just unregistered for no reason at all. But I'm
excited to meet Trzynski.
I keep forgetting his names.
Got tons of energy.
Yeah, and quite honestly, I don't know if Jacob. I don't think he's ever played at Paradise. He was supposed to.
He was supposed to.
That's probably an environment that he's going to thrive in.
I agree.
If there's 400 people surrounding the boards and he's probably going to thrive in that environment. I mean,
yeah.
Logan
and
Gavin are both quiet.
I've been asking all these guys about theme songs. When you get to down to the final 2, can we announce them with a theme song?
Yeah. I mean, DJ Greg, he'll be drunker than me, but he'll play whatever we ask him to play.
Yeah, I think that would be.
It's actually a good idea.
Introduce them out and let them come off the stage down to the boards or something.
I don't want them on stage with me. Let's not get carried away. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's like a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, I'm with it. We kind of, Greg will be right behind me all day. I'll be stealing his mic all day. So I'm pretty confident he can do it. I can ask, I guess we can find out once we see who's on the list. Yeah. Maybe I'll get them up there.
But I think that would
especially if they're at least who the winners are, right? Yeah. Who's going to be in the winners bracket final, so we can get them while they're waiting for the other games.
Yep.
Because there's going to be some games they're going to be waiting on for a few games. I'll get them up there, and we'll see what we can do. I will say this. I am looking forward to, just looking at the list and looking at everything, I think in the top 8, because that's what we do, in case you haven't realized, Sweet 16, Elite 8 is kind of a theme that we like at Paradise. I think we're going to see an unexpected team or 2 in the Elite 8 getting paid, for sure.
I have to agree.
I'm hoping a Delaware team. Rudy has been throwing fire.
He has.
I don't know who else. You got to remember we had a Mac Attack sighting a few years ago. That was when Ben and Corey were playing a lot more. But they are Paradise staples for the Flounder Pounders, so they might as well. FDR boys, you have them. You got Dougie and Sean Nicewinner, who seem to be throwing pretty good. You got you never know.
Tibbs and
Tibbs and Cronshaw.
Yeah.
Cornshaw.
There's some teams that can easily make a run.
It depends on where they land. Where the bracket shakes.
Yeah, it all
out, and
I
hate to say it. There's always a strong. there's always a strong bracket and there's always a weaker bracket. I mean, if you land in the right quadrant, you win 3-4 games in a row, you have a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it sounds crazy, and this is when Mike Rosen was brand new. Jerry had to back out on me last minute. I guess it was 21 or 22. And if I had Mike Rosen today, like, we rattled off 3 wins in a row. We were 1 game away from going to the winner's bracket final in our bracket. Now, that's how crazy that is, right? And this is when Mikey was new, like brand new. And that's when I actually knew how to throw a bag. But my point is, if we could do that, right, then anybody can. We just happen to be in a very soft bracket. That's probably the year I got yelled at, where people are like, "Oh, did you do that?" I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit. But 1 win away in the winner's bracket from going to the winner's bracket final in our bracket. So it can happen.
Yeah, I don't go to win. Don't get me wrong. It would be awesome to win.
Oh, it'd be phenomenal, right?
I just go for
just to be in the elite,
atmosphere.
the top 16. If just to play at the end, like who was it last year? Who'd Coop play with? Oh, Nisler.
Yep.
I mean, that was awesome for them. I mean, that was his first Paradise experience.
Yes. Oh, and now he's playing
being in the finals. I mean, he's got Ivan Miller this
Ivan.
year. Right. So if you get 10.5 Ivan and Coop show up, I mean,
yeah,
win a couple games,
that's
move along.
Team.
Right. I mean,
I
let's
also
be honest.
think the weather's going to matter as well, because that
Oh,
21
sure.
year, that wind was brutal.
Well, and then it's board draw too, right? So I don't know if you've ever noticed how I do it. You know, bracket A has boards 1, 5. You know, you want bracket A because bracket A has boards 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 13. Right. So you got 2 out of 4 chances to be under the 10.
Yep.
You know, and bracket B has, 2, 6, 12, whatever.
Yep.
The four boards in the back, I call them the back, by the cabanas, they're kind of protected too.
Yeah, they're just out in nowhere.
Those 3 sets of boards out by the bay, they're most affected.
Yep.
They're out there. So that's also a factor, right? So if you, depending on what bracket you're in, you may get, now again, I make sure every bracket has at least 1 board under the 10.
Correct.
And then generally you're going to have 1 board in the cabana area. So that's 2 protected boards at least. But brackets A and B have 2 protected boards.
Right.
Because there's 3 in the middle area, there's 3 in the back area, and then there's 4 in the cabana area. Mm-hmm. Cabana area is the second most protected area. So if you have brackets C and D might have some tougher games in the wind. So that's definitely a factor. Now, I've been
practicing line drives just for the wind.
Well, I mean, as a boater, of course, that I am, winds for the last 3 weeks. So if we have a stiff northeast wind, you will feel it. You will feel it while throwing there. So
I think that's also kind of the fun part too, because that the wind and the weather is an equalizer. I'm not saying that the pros still aren't incredible shooters in the wind, but I got much more of a chance.
I agree. It's completely different. All right.
Delaware Cornhole, thank you for joining us with this update on Paradise. I hope you're as excited as we are. Mike, you want to shout anyone out before we head out?
I mean, for this event, clearly, I mean, we got Bust You Up Cornhole coming on out, getting the boards made for us. get all their gear. They're making jerseys, making shirts. You got Brotherhood Cornhole is going to be there selling some bags. I mean, they're one of the top bag makers in the world now. And then, of course, none other than Paradise Grill is the greatest host in the world and will always be the greatest host in the world. So shout out to Al and his team, and they will take care of you.
Yeah, let's get some orange crushes this weekend, huh?
For sure.
All right.
All
Later,
right,
guys,
buddy.
and we'll catch you this weekend. Bye.